Good morning. Hello. Coming to you live from my car today because I have about 30 minutes before my next meeting, and I figured I'm just going to hop on here real quick because this week we are talking all about how to boost your business and how to create a little bit more money in your pocketbook, right? And when you are an online marketer, a network marketer, things can be a little bit tough sometimes. And, keeping the focus and realizing all the things that you need to do to be able to crush it is tricky, okay? So let's start with the things that are keeping people from making money. First of all, it's a lack of training and education. I have to tell you, this is one of the things that kept me from making money for the longest time, was the fact that I just simply had no idea how to create money in a cold market, meaning friends and family, they were out. Those I already had all recruited really quickly. But how to create money when you're talking to strangers? You need to have a set of skills in order to relate, in order for people to know, like, and trust you, in order for them to say, yes, I am looking at your products, or I'm willing to look at your products. And how do you bridge that gap? How do you create that trust with complete strangers? And especially when you're an introvert, that can be very, very tricky. So you need to have some skills in order to do it. Now, PS, side note, fun fact about me, I am actually introverted. I am so much better. I do love people, but I am so much better when I work by myself in my little, secure nest. But anyway, I digress. So poor mindset is number 2. Okay, so poor mindset is really when you're not believing in your products, when you are not really convinced that the products are working or that the opportunity is really creating money. And it can be tough because people are going to tell you, especially in a recession now, they're going to say, go ahead and sell the products, go ahead and sell the opportunity. People need to make money. Now, if you are not 100% believing that you can make money because you're not making money yourself, that could be a little bit of a problem, right? Now, how do you go about this? You can find yourself proof, social proof, from people who have made it, and you borrow their belief. You're going to follow them and you're going to find out what is it that makes them believe and why. Same thing with the products. If you are just starting out and you are the one who cannot do it just yet, it doesn't matter. Just go find somebody who loves the product so much and then borrow their belief. Okay, that's how you are going to be able to find that mindset that you need, that belief that you need, and you can be honest about it. You don't have to pretend that you know all the things. Actually, as a matter of fact, it is so much better if you get yourself out of the way and just say, my friend over here is the one who has had all the success. My friend over here, I'm just starting, I don't know yet, but she has done it, and I don't know, I'm gonna try it. And would you want to walk with me, right? That's a way how to do it. You don't have to be the expert. You can just be the guide that can get people from the position that they are in right now to coming over here and giving it a shot, right? Okay, so that's work on that mindset for you. That is really, really important. Number 3 would be an ineffective marketing. So ineffective marketing is when you're not really knowing the market, when you're really not targeting the right audience, when you are just talking out, but you're not clear on who you're talking to because you haven't identified your ideal client. Now, it's a little bit tough knowing who your ideal client is if you don't know yourself. So that's why I always teach everybody in my foundational course, I teach everybody to get to know themselves first. You need to know who you are, what you love, what you don't like, and where you were at and why you started. And that is so important because your ideal client is possibly somebody like you. Somebody like you, maybe 2 steps before you now, right? 2 levels below you now. You don't have to necessarily, teach the world. You just need somebody who's like you and wants to come with you. So you have to have some personal development on that to really nail down your ideal client. Now, Another problem is not treating it like a business. It's number 4. Number 4, not treating it like a business. What does that mean? We all say, oh, it's a side hustle, and we are kind of almost ashamed of admitting to the fact that we are doing a side hustle, because when we're doing a side hustle, it would imply that we don't have enough money and that we want more money, and there is a shame factor going on around money. Okay, so when you are afraid to say that you have an online business, okay, or that you are having an online job, call it an online job. If you don't feel equipped enough to say you're an online entrepreneur, you're an online business owner, then go ahead and just say that you are having an online job, right? And when you feel shame around this, you need to understand that you need to work on your money mindset. And one tip I'm going to give you about that, what has helped me tremendously, because I felt a lot of shame around making money and talking about money and taking money from people. I felt a lot of shame about it because I thought, I like to impact people. I like to serve people for free. So, taking money from them kind of felt yucky, until I reframed that thought and realized that making money would enable me to give money and to help other people more, okay? And because I am an impact-driven person, making that connection in my brain that I can't help people if I don't have money, that clicked for me. And that's where I said, oh yeah, you know what? I can ask for money, because I also realized that I am valuable. I also realized that I give a lot of service. I give a lot of free stuff to my paying clients so that they have extra value, all the things. So, change your money mindset if you have some issues on treating it like a business, okay? You also, when you're treating it like a business, you also need to make sure that you're actually organized, okay? You can't just fly off the seat of your pants. I've done this for years and it doesn't work. So trust me, save yourself the hassle. You have to be organized. You have to find a system of tracking your leads and working them through the funnels. You have to be working them through the funnels. Otherwise, you are not going to succeed, period. Especially when you're working in the cold market. You will never remember these people if you are not knowing them and you see only the name online because you cold messaged them and you're now starting to build a relationship. I promise you, you will not remember them if you do not have a system. So you need to have a system. Okay. The number 5 is the high attrition rate. So network marketers, they have high turnover rates, and that can be very demoralizing, because if you have somebody, signing on and then a week later they're jumping ship, right? That can be demoralizing and can really give and put some doubt into your mind and thinking like, why? This roller coaster they're all talking about, right? So you're riding the roller coaster, you're going up, you're so excited, you got somebody, you're so excited, and boom, they're off. And I'll tell you, the only reason why you have a high turnover rate is because you're not qualifying the people properly. You have to qualify them if the product and the service that you're rendering is actually for them. If they find value in what you are offering and you don't manipulate or push them into buying, if they actually find value in what you're doing, they're going to stick around. So it's worth to take that resource, to take the time to qualify the people that are coming on. Yes, your growth may be a little bit slower, but here's the thing, wouldn't you want to have slow growth with steady income than you trying to hustle for that next promotion and hustling people into buying your purchases, and then the month after that everything drops and it messes with your mindset and it's just like there's no more money? Yes, you may have gotten a bonus, but it's kind of like a lose-lose, right? I mean, it feels yucky. Like when I'm thinking about it, I think that feels yucky. So I wouldn't want to do that, but that's up to you. Okay, so saturation. If too many representatives are selling in the particular area within a particular social circle, the market can be oversaturated. Yes, it can be oversaturated. However, again, if you are diving into your personal development, into your mindset, and if you find what's unique about you, okay, you can be in health and wellness, you can be in shampoo dealing, you can be in skincare, but not everyone has your wrinkles. Not everyone has your set of problems, motivations, challenges, deals, all that kind of stuff, right? So if you are getting to know yourself through figuring out your foundation, what makes you tick, what you're good at, what you're challenged with, there are people, they are just like you. And there are so many people out in the world. You can spread out. You don't need to all be in that same small circle. You know, if you are dealing in your warm market, yeah, and you're all your friends are trying to recruit the same cheer team and their friends of their friends, well then, you know, you may not be having success. But think about how many people are actually in the world, my friends. There's no shortage of people. There are so many that you can branch out to and that maybe feel attracted to you, okay? All right, number 7 is a lack of persistence. Lack of persistence. Building a successful network marketing business really does take time, you know, because you make short gains in recruiting your warm market, but you need to be having all the puzzle pieces together, and you need to get those raptors under control. The raptors are those people the raptors are not just people, but also circumstances that are deterring you from staying organized and focused on your business and delivering the value. So those things you need to anticipate. You need to be able to work with them as they come up. You need to have all your ducks in a row pretty much in order to create this business. And it means that you fail forward a lot of times because it takes time to discover these raptors. Because one time you're looking at this raptor and then the next thing you have a different raptor coming from the other side, and it just takes time to figure all that stuff out and create habits that will allow you to stay consistent and ready and every single day, because everything you do daily compounds. Everything you don't do daily will just be a waste of time. That's just what it is. Okay, so next thing is inadequate support from upline. You know, I love my uplines, and it's just, we're different people, and that's just what you have to understand. So please don't ever hate on your upline. Just know that if you have an upline that does not click with you and your personality, that is okay, because diversity actually is a blessing, okay? So you just have to pivot and find a different way that works for you and your business. And then you can have your upline as a different angle, because I bet you anything, the people you are going to recruit, they're all not going to be 100% like you, right? You will need diversity in your team. You will need different people in your team. So if you are alienating people, then you're going to have a problem. But if you're going to keep that open, that avenue open, then you can have third-party validation through the different personality types. But again, you have to be kind of aware that everyone has different personality types, and you have to get your emotional control right, so you don't feel offended or, you know, any of those kind of things. So number 9 would be a bad reputation. You know, yes, some network marketing companies have bad reputations. Some industries have bad reputations, but so do car salesmen, guys. Come on, let's just get real. Car salesmen, even churches have bad reputation. Does that prevent people to go to church and worship? No. Right? It's just some people are not believers and some people are believers. So it's the same with network marketing. Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people are absolutely amazed by all the products that they can get, and some people really don't like it. So it's just what it is. Let people be and have the opinion that they want to have, so that you are going to be able to just crush it. Okay. All right. And then number 10 would be choosing the wrong company. And when you're choosing the wrong company, that means they are not aligning with your mission, vision, values, your personal integrity, your personal values that you have for your life. And if that company that you have joined kind of goes against that, then leaves a little icky side feeling, right? So you need to be able to be sure that whoever you're ending up representing in whatever product you are representing really aligns with who you are and what you're passionate about. Because here's the thing, if you are trying to sell something that you hate, then it's no different than going to a job with coworkers that you don't like, right? It's going to cause you stress. And when you have stress, you're not going to have the energy. You're not going to have the vibe. You're not going to have people wanting to follow you or be there with you or do the things with you, because you need to have fun. And if you don't have fun because you're hating the thing that you're doing, you're not going to get anywhere. So make sure you pick something that aligns with you. And I'm going to give you a couple extra just because I feel like it today. So number 11 would be focusing on recruiting over sales. Okay, that's a mistake a lot of people are doing. So while you have to build a team, yes, you have to build a team, you also have to build a solid customer base. Okay, you have to do both, because here's the thing, if you are only recruiting, then you are basically becoming a manager of the team, okay? But you also need to focus on product sales so that you have a baseline of testimonials coming in, and you have customers that you are going to be able to have third-party validation again and referrals from, because if you help and serve them, they're going to feel great. And what do you think they're going to do? They are going to recommend you. So when you're thinking about building business, recruiting is one aspect, but providing strong customer service and strong value to the people that you have does not only keep retention in your business, meaning aka steady paycheck, but it also will give you an opportunity to have referrals within that market. Okay, so you build here, and then let's say you have 10 different customers that are all raving. They don't want to build a business, they don't want to sell anything, but they're going to recommend it to their friends. And now can you imagine that from those 10 customers that you've served your butt off, those 10 customers recommended to 3 more of their friends, they would then sign on with you, and next thing you know, you're going to have 30 new recruits, right? 30 new customers, possible recruits. You can smash your business with that. And then last but not least, lack of digital skills. So if you do not have any digital skills, it's a little tough, right? So you have to find somebody that can teach you. Good thing is YouTube is all for free. So if you cannot afford anything, if you cannot do anything, you can always go ahead and, learn these things on YouTube, right? Just make sure that when you learn, don't learn too much and not implement. You have to do both. You have to learn and you have to implement, and you have to learn and you have to implement, and you have to learn and you have to implement. And that's how you do it. Okay? All right. I hope this was valuable to you today. I would love to know in the comments what your best tips were or what you were struggling with, and go ahead and leave me those comments. I would love to see them and reply to you. And if you are wanting to hop into my email VIP list and get more detailed trainings on weekly topics, go ahead and sign up to www.walkitfree.com/support and join my VIP email list over there. Okay, so my friends, Walk It Free, the mentorship community where we heal, connect, and level up. See you next week.